Okay, that is looking good. We are live. Hello there, everyone. Welcome back. I should probably deposit Manaphy. Because the Typhlosion event is going to be ending soon. Also, last night off stream, I did go and get the Glaceon Shiny. Because I was like, you know what? Heck this. I just want to be done with Shiny Glaceon. So I hunted the Glaceon off-screen to get the shiny, and I didn't want to get that shiny off-screen. It took me, like, 7 sandwiches. Keep in mind when there's, like, 7 sandwiches, I mean the 7 sandwiches of making a sandwich, going and purging the entire outbreak, as in knocking out everything. And now, we are going for another shiny hunt that I absolutely dread, which is Shiny Happiny. So, many of you may know the disdain that I hold for Happiny. The Chansey family, more specifically Happiny. Because, second to only Deerling, or Dear Friend Deerling, the shiny I have acquired the most of is actually the Chansey family. And that is entirely because of Let's Go Pikachu, where whenever I was shiny hunting anything in that game, I would always end up finding Shiny Chansey, or even just experience grinding in Cerulean Cave to get ready for the Master Trainers. So, to say that I've got a little bit of a chip on my shoulder because of the Chansey family is a little bit of an understatement. So, I was not looking forward to having to shiny hunt the little Happiny thing. But today, we are shiny hunting Happiny. So that's gonna be good. Let's go as a hotspot here. Yeah. Well, yeah, because the thing is, most people don't understand the way in which that Let's Go shiny hunting works, is that it doesn't have the increased odds for everything that pops in. It's the boosted odds only apply for the singular next Pokemon that pops up. And when you get KO combo chains, you increase... Well, no, not KO combo chains. You get catch chains, you increase the likelihood of Chansey appearing, because Chansey's like the boosted spawn in almost every location. So, higher your catch odds up until like 30 catches. After that, I believe it just stays static at that point. You get extremely high odds of encountering Chansey. Paired up with the boosted odds of the singular next spawn, increases the odds of getting Shiny Chansey. And then you pair that up with like the rare lure, because like the rare lure, I'm pretty sure increased the boosted odds and increased shiny odds. So it's just like all these things go into just boosting up Chansey's odds to be just absolutely freaking absurd. And not fun. But I've gotten a bunch of them, and I'm good. So picture is this. Would you boss-like version of Ma? The ability Protean spreads of other builders. If you would, a boss version of Ma. I don't have anything that much. Sure, I'll hear Let's Go story. Next. Yo, Amazon, we know I don't like spinach. Spinach is bad. I'm not Popeye. That's not a typo. The dang thing had nearly a... Well, the thing is that a base special defense of 250, or is that like a true special defense stat of 250? Because there's a very big difference. Spinach is good, and I'll fight you. I've had spinach before. I don't care for it. I do not care for spinach. Base. What was the base HP of the muck? Because the base HP is also kind of thing. I'm assuming this is a ROM hack of sorts. I'm assuming I'm assuming it's a ROM. Like red or something like that. I think like depending on what you're facing it with, what you do with the ROM. Like just throw some steel types. Link and Proteans. I mean anything with like very bulky stats and Protean could be potentially awkward. Spinach is looking good for me. Not good, not bad. I just don't care for it. I don't find spinach appealing as a food. I do not find it tasty. Fan game called Pokemon Reborn. Ah, yes, here's the thing. I don't know a thing about fan games. Like, my knowledge on fan games is -12. Last night, me and my brother were supposed to go to sleep, and he wasn't tired, so he told me to give him the Switch and let him play Legends, so I gave it to him, and after reset, I asked him to choke. Fine. I mean, it's how it always goes. You're never able to shiny up for something, but someone else is able to do something immediately, and they get it. That reminds me of so many shiny Ho-Oh Dynamax adventure hunts. Not fun. So I feel that on an emotional level. And add crunch. It's water that doesn't ruin bread. I've never heard of that as a phrase before, but I'm taking that for future usage. I'm liking that. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, as well as go and check out. I'm gonna go grab this video, because this is actually this is one of like the first videos I've actually made that like is not DOA, where, because most of the time whenever I release a video on a Saturday, the video just drops off a cliff. But this is one that didn't, and I want you guys to go check it out. This is my DLC predictions video. Took me a while to edit. The entire raw footage of it was like 2 hours, well, not 2 hours, was 1 hour and about 30 minutes. Edited it down to 44 minutes. So, I think you guys will enjoy it. It's a lot more concise. I did one reset last night, got the shiny album joke, and I was like, so high. I mean, that's adrenaline. That is what adrenaline does. The purpose of adrenaline is to keep you awake. So that's actually things doing as things should. Also keeps the poison typing. That's Protean, that's new Sludge Wave, Muddy Water, Mud Bomb Discharge. I mean, I feel like at that point, just ground moves go burr. Like, ground moves absolutely go burr. Doesn't seem that bad. You like psychic moves. Like, how the heck do you do with those thing? I mean, ground moves. Ground moves go burr. I also don't know what Pokemon you have access to at that point, like items, moves, and stuff like that. Because, like, you could have, like, some super ultra thing that I have no clue exists because I don't play with fan games, and then just, like, completely bodies that. Like, with that, like, you can't use Discharge against a ground type. You wouldn't use Poison against a ground type because it just resists Poison. Now, the only thing then that's a problem is, like, you are weak to Muddy Water. But even Muddy Water, as far as, like, moves go, is actually very, very weak. Even with same type of attack bonus, it's a fairly weak move. Because it's, like 80-something power? Not that great. Not really. I mean, Muddy Water is a very, very weak move. You know, unless the thing's got, like, something like 135 plus special attack. If it keeps, like, its present special attack, I think, like, 90-something, it really wouldn't do that much. Even with Stab. Not a very strong move. Hello, Anakin, how are you doing? Sometimes you need to go discuss your videos. I don't want spoilers. The thing is, Alex, there's a portion in it where I say this is where we get into the spoilers, and there's an entire thing where it's like, this is where the spoilers start, click off now, this is where the spoilers end. So there's a whole portion of it where the spoilers are there that you can just completely bypass. Yeah. So good. Yeah, I anticipated that and sectioned it out. But yeah, it's all good. But yeah, that's, it was a long project for the video. The only thing about it that was, like, slightly problematic was my constant inane rambling. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that is all 60 knockouts. Well, base knockouts. Because what we're gonna go do now is my favorite part of shiny hunting when it comes to hard-to-spot shinies. We are gonna do my absolute favorite thing. Hello, Oz, and welcome in here. How are you doing? Hope you are doing delightful. Now we have my favorite part of the shiny hunt. Hey, Twisted Jake. How you doing? Also, yes, Maxwell is correct. If you see any comments on any of the videos, just, like, click the like button on any of those comments. That helps with engagement and basically, like, tells, people like watching these videos. Recommend this more to people. I am also out of, tomatoes. I need to go buy tomatoes. Doing great. Hope you're doing... I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing delightful. I got Shiny Glaceon yesterday, which is a shiny hunt that I did not want to have to continue doing for a long time, because that is a very, very difficult shiny to spot. Thankfully, I got it. Sadly, it's not a marked Glaceon, but hey, it's... marks are neat, but not required for the living shiny decks. Plus, I can always just go send it back into BDSP and get the Sinnoh Champion ribbon on it. Because I prefer ribbons over marks, which actually, that's a good poll for a stream sometime. Do you prefer ribbons or marks? Because me, I prefer the ribbons. Because, like, marks are cool, but when it's a ribbon, it's like you went through the process of doing something specific with this Pokemon to give it that specific thing. Like, if you go back and get, like, a Pokemon in Gen 3 and get the, like, a contest ribbon on it, and you send that thing all the way up to the modern game, that's freaking respect. Like, if you go back in Gen 3, in XD Gala Darkness, or Coliseum, and you get, like, that Togepi, or that Togetic, and you purify it to get the special ribbon on it, and then you transfer that one all the way up to Gen 8 or Gen 9, like, absolute respect for that. That is... I can't beat that. You styling on me. Hello there, Chivalrous Roulette. Welcome in. And we have also absolutely shattered that Lycal. Hello there, Greninja. How are you doing? How's everyone doing? So, when the Indigo Disc comes out, and you can hunt for the shiny starters on Blueberry Academy, what is everyone's first shiny starter that you're gonna hunt? Oh, Pro Photo Tape with King Tips. I did not actually do anything with the photos. So what's everyone's first starter they're gonna shiny hunt? Mine's probably gonna be Infernape, because I love Infernape. But I might go with either Infernape or go with Piplup. Get styled on both though. I am frequently styled on. I frequently get styled on. It's not an uncommon thing here. People, when I get the DLC, the big. Yeah, we shiny hunted for Froakie before the DLC was even going to announce that you got the starters in it. So the real loser is me, because I went 5.5 times over odds for my second shiny Froakie. So basically, kind of this. The first shiny Froakie was over 2,270 eggs. Then the counter reset back to 0 when we started the second shiny Froakie. That went almost 5.5 times odds. That was, I think, 2,700 something eggs, but we finally got that shiny. And then the shiny hunt ended with, like, I think 77 eggs, like 27 eggs after. Then we got the third shiny, so I was the real loser in that entire scenario. Could have saved myself a whole heckin' lot of problem. Wait, do I not have any... I'm out of tofu, I'm an idiot. I forgot the one thing you need for normal type sandwiches. Freaking tofu. I am smooth brain. If you want more smooth brain antics, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Yeah, cracks the old one. It is indeed a skill issue, Ash. It is a highly skill issue. Hey, I spend my time on winning EBL matches, not checking my food inventory. By the way, undefeated champion of the EBL Season 6, going into Season 7. We're starting to organize Season 7. So, we've got some stuff. Basically, we as a collective of the EBL are, like, figuring out, you know, what do we want to do in Season 7? Like, what are the new rules we want to do? Like, making all the new stuff. You know, who are some people, like, we want to float? You know, who do we want to get in? And, you know, changing around the rules, because we have some new moves. We have some new rules we're going to be enacting for Season 7, which affect the legendaries. So, because one thing that we realized is, yeah, legendaries are really, really freaking stronks. Everyone literally brings in, like, both of their legendaries every single week. So, one thing that we floated today was, well, what if we basically made a rule about not bringing your legendaries, like, both of them every single week? Because if you know, okay, the other guy's got, like, Zacian, like example for me, because last season I had Zacian and Dialga. By the way, the EBL is no held items, so it's not Crowned Sword Zacian, it's not Steel Fairy, it's just regular base bland Zacian. So, like, you know, I had Zacian and Dialga. Like, there is no week where I don't just default bring Zacian and Dialga. There's no reason for me to not bring either of them. And so I was thinking, well, that's a little boring for me as the battler, because, like, one, everyone knows I'm bringing Zacian, and everyone knows I'm bringing Dialga. So, that's bland. What if next season we made a rule where you get, like, okay, you can get a Paradox, you get, like, your legendaries, but you can only bring 2 of those. You can't bring all 3 at the same time. So it's like, then, team building is more interesting. It is pay to win more than skill issue. What is that? This is why you always have to check the ingredients. I so remotely use tofu that, because there's, like, no normal type. The only normal types I think I have left to hunt are Happini and Indeedee. I think. Oh no, Mousehold. I have to hunt Mousehold. Hello, Jade. How you doing? Why did they make all the DLC mons so good? What do you mean by that, Anakin? You mean, like, the new Pokemon? Because I will say, the 3 of the new DLC legendaries are kind of bad. Pheasantipity, Okidogi, and Monkey Dory, they're kind of meh. Like, the best one I'd say is Okidogi, and that's just because, you know, really high physical attack stat, close combat is a pretty heckin' good thing. But, you know, Fighting Poison is not a good type. Ah, dang it, I messed up. Like Urshifu, Calyrex, Ogerpon. Well, the thing is, even then, most of the others weren't that great. Like, you gotta remember, you get Urshifu, but you also got Galarian Slowbro and Galarian Slowking, which were not great. You know, Calyrex was good, but, like, Glastrier was not. Lovely Games Managing on a Rainbow. That's an interesting thing. I have 3 EVA unit Model 3 kits left in stock. Hopefully they'll restock for Christmas, because my sibling's going to get one later on. And I'm not going to get the money. Very nice of you. Very, very nice of you. I mean, and then especially this, where it's like, you got Dipplin. Dipplin's kind of... I mean, Dipplin's interesting, but it's eh. Poltergeist, eh. It's not bad, but it's not great. They've definitely scaled back the DLC mons being, like, as good as they were before, comparatively. Because back in Sword and Shield, I think the DLC Pokemon were only Urshifu, both forms, Calyrex, both forms, Glastrier, Spectrier, Galarian Slowbro, Galarian Slowking, Galarian Slowpoke. But now there's Poltergeist, there is Sinistcha, there is the Okidogi, Mukidori, Fezandipity, a lot of stuff. But the question, if Metagross isn't a Pokemon, which favorite Pokemon be, assuming Metagross is your favorite? It'd be answer be Togekiss. Togekiss or Salamence. Metagross is my favorite Pokemon, but I like Metagross entirely because of my first interaction with it. When I first saw Metagross, it was Steven's Metagross, which was literally within 20 minutes of the first time I ever saw a Pokemon. My first Pokemon I ever saw was Salamence, by the way. And I saw Metagross and I was like, this thing just looks cool. And I don't know how my battle with Steven ended up going, so it's kind of this gray area. I remember seeing Steven's Metagross. I don't know what happened. And it's like that story of, like, I don't know the outcome is what kind of makes Metagross, like, that Pokemon that I really, really like, because it's just, there's no, like, I know through logical reasoning, I had to have beaten Drake. So I beat Salamence. I don't know if I beat Metagross. And, like, that is where that interest comes from. And also, 20 minutes in, we finally make the sandwich. Don't get some Salamence. I played Pokemon. Yeah, my third favorite, I think, actually is Salamence. The third favorite spot for me kind of toggles around between, like, Salamence, Heatran, Tyranitar, Excadrill, Duraludon, Volcarona. It switches between, like, 5 different Pokemon. It's not a hard set thing. 1 and 2 are pretty solidly well set. The others, no heckin' clue. But now we get to my favorite part of shiny sandwich hunting, when I have a hard time discerning what the shiny actually looks like. And that is what I like to call, let's just go slaughter mode. So, we are going to introduce all of these Happiny to Arceus by slowly and methodically knocking out every single one of them, because the one that is shiny is the one that Iron Valiant will not go Slicer mode on. This is how we shiny hunted for Floette. This is how we got shiny Flabebe. This is how I got shiny Glaceon. It has worked before. It works. It works now. And it's gonna work in the future. This is the plan. Is it, like, is it efficient? No. But it works. It works well enough. It works okay. You're not worth using popcorn on. Hey, do you think Diplo's design origin was going to be? Where do you think Diplin's design origin is going to be? I'm not sure what you mean. We know Diplin's design origin's a candy apple. Like, that's what Diplin's design origin is. It's a different type of apple dessert. What were you saying is? Every DLC Mon, minus Ogre Pond, because she's perfect, is big. I mean, it's more so every new DLC Mon isn't, like, super, super strong, it's broken. I don't think there is a Diplo evolution. Because the thing is, the Eviolite works on all 3 of the Applin evolutions. And the Eviolite should, and it is supposed to only work when the evolution of a Pokemon is in the game's Pokedex. That's why the Eviolite didn't work for Ursaring when Ursaluna wasn't in the Dex. That's why, until they added in Basculegion into this Pokedex, you couldn't use White Stripe Basculin with a Violite. That's why you couldn't use Hisuian Quillfish with a Violite before they added... I don't even think you still can use Hisuian Quillfish with the Violite, because Hisuian Overqwil is not in the game. It's the Pokemon needs to be in the game's Pokedex for the Eviolite to work as intended, and because the Eviolite is working despite there not being the Pokedex entry for the thing, that to me seems off. Yes, all three of them can use it. The Eviolite affects all three of them. Hello there, Chaos Hydra X. Again, that is a top tier name. Yeah, all three of them are able to use it. And it's just very, very odd. Now, it could be entirely there is an evolution. And I'd honestly be pretty glad to be wrong. But it would also be very, very strange if they add in an evolution for only one of them. And if they add in, like, some, like, converging evolution. Well, why have three separate branches that just unify into a single form? That's... I mean, there's a few things about, like, a hypothetical Dipplin evolution that just... The math isn't mathing. Because, like, if one gets an evolution, well, why are the other two left to hung out to dry? You know, there's certain things about it that just, they feel very, very strange. Because even if you do add in, you know, an evolution for all three of them, you've got Applin, Flapple, and Appleton that were the original, you know, of course, the original one from Galar. Then, you added a new evolution for all of them. You have Dipplin evolution, Appleton evolution, and Flapple evolution. That's when you're taking an evolution line of 3 stuff and adding it up to 7 with like 4 new stuff. So it's a bit much of an addition, which the only time they ever added in more evolutions for a Pokemon than existed in a prior generation was specifically Rose Raid and the Bidoof Zelda. Everything else, it was like, it was a 1-to-1 addition where there was one form before, one new evolution. Which, I mean, they are trying new stuff, like, they are, like, rebalancing certain stats and things. But both Flapple and Appleton were pretty solid Pokemon as is. And with, Super Sweet Syrup, the whole ability that Dipplin has, that's a pretty strong ability. Same of its signature move. Like, those are some pretty good abilities right there. Well, some pretty good ability and a pretty good move. You know, something like that with a Violite and just given even more would be really insane. You know, Game Freak is... Balance is something that's on Game Freak's mind. I don't think Kieran's gonna be the BB League champion. If anything, I think that Carmine is gonna be the BB League champion. Well, then again, it could also be that they pulling in Alola, where the BB League is new. So, like with Alola, there was no champion prior. So there may not even be a BB League champion. Hello there, Chicken Man Rose. How you doing? Yep. Yeah. H, if you watch the theory video and prediction video, I have a piece about Kieran that if something's gonna change about Kieran's team, I don't think it's gonna be Dipplin. Or at least if something changes about Kieran's team, and Dipplin does change, I don't think it's going to be a permanent change to Dipplin. So, if something happens to Dipplin, I think it would be like a Mother Beast Lusamine thing, where Mother Beast Lucamine or Eternamax Eternatus thing, where a thing exists, but it's not something you can use. So you think he's gonna go fish into claim his anger? Oh, that's what's. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's gonna happen. Remember, the end of the thing is like he wants to get stronger because he's ticked off at you. He is major league pissed off. But yeah, I've got a thing I think about what's gonna happen to Dipplin, and I don't think it's gonna be an evolution. What if he makes a robot ogre pawn? No, that'd be terrifying. That super mecha robo art ogre pawn. Why would Carmine become him? I mean, she's the oldest of them, presumably. Also, she's a recurring character and a rival, technically, at this point. Logically, would make the most sense for her to be one, but again, they could just completely throw a curveball. I also don't... See, I'm presently on the mindset of I don't think there is going to be a champion for the BB League. Or that if there is a champion for the BB League, it's you. Robopine. Because I think it's going to be an Alola situation, which make an AI picks up post drop. I honestly don't know. Because those AI things kind of freak me out. Love Pokemon. I love Pokemon as well. Welcome in, Iris, Mari, Gabrielle, Sarmita. Welcome in. How are you? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. You know what? This time we're gonna put the tofu down first. Because when we put the tomatoes on first, it makes everything freaking unstable as heck. I do not want that to happen again. Yeah, much better to start with it's better to start with the frickin' Mr. Clean Magic Erasers. That's not food, those are Mr. Clean Magic Erasers right there. I don't care if they say they're tofu. They're Mr. Clean Magic Erasers. And 1, 2, 3. Pick. Your favorite thing in the world, Adam. Pikachu gets some. Yeah, I don't believe those. I don't believe leakers. The main reason why leakers like that have gotten a lot of stuff wrong. So what do you got with the Big Mac guys? I gotta go cure you. Oh, you mean cure you? Yep. I've got a couple of Godzilla figures. Oh, I know who the guy you're talking about. I know the person you're talking about. They've still been wrong about a lot of things. You gotta remember, leakers, they shotgun ideas. Like, they say... You know, they say 27 different things. Only one of them may be, like, 2% correct. Because the whole point of, like, leaks is that, like, leakers, is they cover all the possibilities. And when it comes, like, leakers being right, they can get 99% of the stuff wrong. But when they get one thing right, you know, that's kind of a thing, but everyone forgets about, like, all the other stuff that they get wrong. You gotta remember, he does stuff in riddles. You know, extremely vague, broad riddles that can generally not be true. You know, he doesn't say anything actually concrete, which makes it a lot more sus. Vergben, well-known Smash leaker, has been wrong about a lot of things. Leakers just throw ideas, the community, they're pretty easy to guess. Yeah. Yeah, again, it's leakers put out, you know, dozens of different things about one specific topic, and if one happens, and it's accuracy by volume. You know, you throw out 27 ideas, you know, and all of them are vastly different. You're probably gonna get somewhere close to being right on one of them. It's just, it's accuracy by volume. And that's kind of how leakers go, it's an accuracy by volume thing. They have no concrete base for things. That could be a leaker by stating the odds. Exactly. Like, that's the thing with me was about the predictions video. Like, Area Zero getting bigger. I think anyone can guess they're doing something with Area Zero getting bigger because they've hinted at it so aggressively in, like, the trailer. But also, when I first went into Area Zero and I saw that big cave with the geoglyphs, I was like, Area Zero is expanding, this is going to open up into a giant doorway, and there's going to be another cave right underneath here. And there's been a great deal of things that are suggesting that's going to be the case. But that's like, that made sense from the beginning. Because it was a very, very large cave. And it's very weird that a very linear hallway that, I mean, not like, practically speaking, Area Zero is essentially a linear hallway. It's a spiral that goes down. But in practical terms, it is a straight line from start to finish. And there's that one offshoot cave. Which, that's weird. I actually do a leak video on AC Valhalla simply because I stated the obvious ability that would come out of these. Yeah. And the Godzilla figures I have is the NECA 1994 Godzilla, Final Wars Captain Figure, Bandai Soft Vinyl Destroyer, Soft Vinyl Shin Gojira. Soft Vinyl Shin Gojira sounds really frickin' scary. I do not... I struggle to wrap my head around, like, soft vinyl. Like, Shin Godzilla. Because that thing's, like, spiky and jagged as all get out. Remember, he also does a lot of stuff in riddles. So it's like, he makes no actual definitive statements on things, which, if something's not really, oh, well, you just got the riddle wrong. It's extremely vague, plausible deniability. As well as saying, like, it was gonna be what was the thing? Alright, that it was gonna be an evolution of Poltergeist was like one of the things. Like, that was not what happened. The only thing that's scary about the tail is how long, very long. I like Shin Godzilla. I mean, I'm very skeptical of leakers in general, mostly because a lot of leaks have been wrong historically, and especially when they're very, very vague. You know, I'm someone who's like very evidence-based, and leaks are generally not the most correct. Especially when there is that vagueness. One of the things, like, Game Freak does actually, like, aggressively pursue leaks. So if there was, like, genuine leaks, that is a one-way ticket to getting shut down. Because I believe, yeah, I think it was, like, when Sword and Shield came out, there were a lot of, like, breaches of data and stuff like that. Game Freak, like, legal department actually put down things where if you have, like, and leak things, you can legally be punished. So, that's kind of the other thing. Having leaks is very, very, very dangerous for people. Which, I mean, makes sense. Again, leaks are actually very damaging to the actual thing. Like, fundamentally, they do hurt the stuff. Love Pokemon. We also do love Pokemon. Alright, let's get going. So what we've done is 3 sandwiches. Actually, how many KOs? I kind of wonder how many KOs do we get per thing. I'm gonna keep track of how many KOs we get. You know, this is probably gonna be how we actually find the shiny. We need to keep track of KOs. 1, 3. Let's go get some knockouts. It could be like fluctuate depending on each thing. Actually, a good way to check would be how many Happini stuff do I get? How many Happini stuff do I got right now? Metacarp, Dido, Eevee, Happini. Happini's gonna be in Gen 4. Normal, Spike, Keknias, the Viper, Dot, Gnarly, Combi, Pachirisu, Weasel, Drifloon, Mazor, Deppy. Happini Dust! Okay, so 2, 3, 9. And I'm assuming I get one thing of Happini. Yeah, one thing of Happini every time. So I can just check that afterwards because it wasn't all out. Oh, nice! Shiny Zorua. Very nice. That was a shiny we actually got. I thought it was Diplin's about one big. I mean, it would just be a dragon. Like, Diplin's based on a worm. W-Y-R-M. Like, it's a dragon. It's a noodly dragon thing. So it would still be like a noodly dragon inside of an apple. Because the other thing is, Diplin is not just one thing. There's 2 Diplin things in a single Diplin apple. So like there's a Diplin is basically what happens when 2 Applin inhabit a singular apple and it gets covered in syrup. So it's like, how would you evolve 2 things into something? Because this isn't Gen 1 where you've got Execute, which is just 6 eggs turned into 1 tree. You know, because then you got, like, failing with 6 individual Pokemon, but it doesn't evolve. But it still hurts. What did you do, Roost? What did you do? How? Roost, I have questions. I have several questions, Mr. Chicken Man. L. Roost taken the L. I'll not elaborate, use your imagine. I mean, my imagination is you got your ass kicked. What does it look like? G-Max, Flapple, Appleton. Ah, so it looks like Jar Jar Binks? Yeah. Jar Jar Binks. Looks identical to the Applin family G-Max. And you can never unsee it. I was cursed to figure that out. And now it haunts me anytime I look at it. Okay, so that goes up to... Okay, so we got, well, like... 30-something? Okay. 30-something... No, well, that's 20. Like, 25 or so. Happini. Okay. Alright. So, if we go... Let's see what's, Outbreak, shiny odds with shiny charm and sandwich power. Base odds. Alright, let's see. Let's do some little math here. Okay. Alright, so 1 in 8. Okay. So... What? 1 thing divided by... We'll just go for it. Really? That's 32 times of doing this? There's no way it's that much. There's no way it's that. 32 sandwiches technically to do that? There's no way that's the case. No Diplin evolution. I guess the 15 Applin, I'll gotta get a Jumbo one would be for nothing. Yeah, I don't think Diplin's gonna get an evolution. I think a lot of people will have a bit of a hard time with, like, if Diplin doesn't get an evolution. For much the same reason that when a new game comes out, like a new Pokemon game comes out and doesn't have, like, some mechanic they really want, like, I think was big, was wanting, like, Legends Arceus-style catch system in this game. When people, like, mentally hype something up to a very high degree, like, almost becomes, like, convinced this is gonna happen, that sort of separating the want from that thing from reality becomes very difficult. It's like almost like tunnel vision on it. Where, like, a good example was things like the evolution of Dunsparce with Dunsparce. A lot of people were, like, hyping up the evolution of Dunsparce mentally. It's like, it's gonna be, like, the greatest thing ever. It's gonna be, like, pseudo-legendary level. And then it was just Dunsparce but bigger. You know, a lot of people had a very hard time with, like, reconciling wanting some super epic Dunsparce evolution, even if it was not really realistic. But, like, the investment... Like, it's... The investment in wanting something like that, for a lot of people, is very, very, very strong. And it generally leads to a bit of disappointment. Yeah. I mean, everyone has, like, a different reaction. Like, I guess, like, disappointment is more so the thing, rather than, like, anger. But, like, it's that kind of separation from things, I think, is a bit of a hard, like, thing to conceptualize. If you have too high expectation, unless you get exactly what you want. Exactly. That is exactly it, Roost. That's one of the reasons why, like, whenever I go into, like, a new movie, a video game, or anything, I always front load what we have seen is all that there is. Like, with the DLC thing, like, for me, the storylines that we're gonna be getting, we know fundamentally what the storylines are going to be because of stuff that exists in the game as is. Like, we know something's gonna happen with Ms. Briar, we know something's gonna happen with Kieran, we know the BB League is gonna be its own separate thing, and we can logically deduce where certain, like, story threads are gonna weave themselves based on that. But I'm not expecting we're gonna get some, like, super massive story of, like, the time machine leads back to Legends Arceus, and you can use that to go to, like, there's people who think that that's gonna be the thing. Where, like, you can go back in time and go to, like, ancient Hisui, and that's how you get Hisui informed. Like, that's not how that's gonna work. When it comes to Nintendo Directs, I just thought, exactly, same thing. Like, that's why whenever we get a new Pokemon Presents, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be 95% mobile games, and, like, it's gonna be, like, 95%, you know, it's gonna be 80% mobile games, it's gonna be 5% TCG stuff, 5%, like, new animated series, 4% other, like, peripheral stuff, and then 1% that little mainline game nugget that we're excited for. Exactly, AJ. It's the line between expectations and reality. It would be cool with time travel, but Protag already based down a tyrannical AI robot professor. Protag's literally trying to graduate. Yeah. Well, like, the protagonist... Like, I will forever stay on this hill. You're not the main character of Scarlet Violet. The main character of Scarlet Violet is Arven. This game is Arven's story. You're just along for the ride. You're just there with stupid little smile face McGee, just going around vibing, helping Magic Plant search for a man try to save his doggo. All right, Arven is the real protagonist of the game. Yeah, I'm not surprised Arven hasn't returned yet. That's why I'm thinking Arven's gonna be in the DLC too. Because, like, the second DLC, I mean, the whole thing is called The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. And so far, nothing has dealt with Area Zero yet. Like, the closest we got to something dealing with Area Zero is, like, the Crystal Lake on top of Kitakami. Ms. Briar said is like the Great Crater of Paldea. That's it. That is it. So that means, where the freak is the Area Zero stuff? Because Miss Briar also said, like, at the start of it, like, oh yeah, I want to go to Area Zero, but I don't have, like, authorization to go to Area Zero. Like, not subtle, game. I'm gonna be angry if the professor's actually alive. Honestly, I'll be real, Roost. I'm same. Like, I really hope they don't do where, oh yeah, the professor was alive the whole time. Because, like, on the one hand, I can definitely see them doing that. But on the other, I really hope they don't. Because the fact that they stuck to their guns on, we are doing this storyline with Arvin that, like, absolutely just rips your guts out, is, like, mad respect. And if they go back on that, I will be more than a little mad. But the other thing is, like, the robots are like, yeah, they're dead. Like, Miraidon and Koraidon killed them. So, I don't think they're gonna have it be there alive. Because remember, Arvin was in Area Zero for a long time. You know, he knows the thing, but also he pretty much left because of that. I don't think that they're still alive. AI Professor would ruin Arvin's development and ruin the AI Professor wouldn't know this info. Yeah, I mean, the only way, there's only maybe one way I think they could do the Professor still being alive. That, like, they'd have to do it very, very specifically in that they need to do it tactfully. And, like, maybe it's, like, to save the Professor, because they, like, put themselves in, like, a limbo. But, like, even, I don't think they're gonna do that, because, like, again, it would undo all the development. Maybe overarching villain, hack the AI into thinking the Professor was dead. I don't think there's an overarching villain. Like, the thing is... Did they blood Miner's Luna? The thing is, the overarching theme of Gen 9 is basically 5 stages of grief. It's, there's no overarching bad guy. It's, you know, different stages of grief and dealing with, like, loss in different forms. With Penny, it was, like, the loss of their friends. Nimona was loss of a rival, you know, loss of motivation. Arvin, legitimate loss of family. And, Kieran was loss of, like, wanting a friend and not getting that friend. And it's basically, the antagonist of Scarlet Violet is your own personal demons and dealing with them. It wouldn't make sense for there to be an overarching villain. Overarching villain is Clive after protagonist in English class. Honestly, yes, the antagonist is lost. Like, the antagonist is you are basically the antagonist. The antagonist is yourself. Well, the thing is, that's kind of one of the reasons I think that's what Maxwell's trying to get at, is leaks inherently play on what people want. Like, they inherently prey on, like, the things people want, but do it so vaguely that no matter what happens, they can still say they got it right. Which is one of the reasons why I don't really trust leaks, because they're deliberately and intentionally vague. And again, Game Freak goes after actual leaks with the full force of their legal department. Like, if there were genuine leaks, they would shut that down faster than anything. Because Game Freak does not screw around with its legal department. The game's programming, at times, may be a little, how shall we say, a bit mediocre. But when the lawyers get involved, they are motivated like no end. When the sharks smell a lawsuit, the lawsuit gets that. I mean, those are still leaks. Like, even if a hint concept, that's still a leak. That still falls into leaks. It doesn't matter, like, if it's leaking a demo or leaking, like, a Pokemon proper. It all falls legally into the same gray area. Legally, there is no distinction between those. Or Farfetch must be buried in legal fees. Oh, I love that one. That's one of my favorite jokes. One of my favorite jokes was when someone in one of the servers I was in posted, "Hey guys, I've got a leak," and they just posted a picture of Farfetch'd, and everyone just lost it. Because that is how you do a top tier thing. Hatsune Miku bird? What is that? What is Hatsune Miku bird roost? No, I know it wasn't you, Jared. It was not in my server. It was in a different server. But you doing that would not shock me in the slightest. You doing that would not shock me at all. Hatsune Miku is an anime girl. From Japan. Okay. But what does Hatsune Miku bird mean? Oh boy, I had to describe it to Tinier. I'm not describing Miku to you. Roost, you've already opened that can of Wurmple. There's no going back. You're explaining it right now. You're explaining it right frickin' now. That is a can of Wurmple. I will not allow you to not explain. Hatsune Miku as a bird. I don't think that's what it means. Sends the man an image roost. Yeah, I mean that's the smartest play. Smartest play is that. These things are freaking. Again, they're freaking bricks of hacking Mr. Clean Measure. I'm pretty sure there's a link to one where Japanese man made a hologram of Hatsune Miku. That does not surprise me because it's Japan. Japan does a lot of awesome stuff. Japan also does a lot of weird stuff. Because it's Japan. Ah, Japan. Never change, Japan. Never change. Never change. I'm trying to find it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much brain bleach am I gonna need? Surprised you didn't bully me for a typo. Farfetch'd is Gen 1. Farfetch'd is Gen 1 Pokemon. Surfetch'd and Galarian Farfetch'd are Gen 8. Japanese man spent $20,000 have a realistic Corgi costume or something. That's terrifying. That's horrifying. Ah, Japan. Japan. Japan worries me. That's that does not sound like a healthy thing. Does not sound like a healthy thing. I guess that's 32. Only an hour in. People are indeed crazy. Like, people do weird things. It's literally, like, the thing that makes people people. That's why whenever anyone says, like, be normal, like, there is no such thing as normal. There is no such thing as normal. Put the L in EBL. Go attack! Attack the thing! I knew it wasn't shiny. I knew it wasn't. I mean, Roost was also always great. Roost. It's the chicken man whose favorite Pokemon is Torchic. Oh boy, Roost sent me a thing. How much brain bleach am I gonna need? So what? It's a Farfetch'd and it's a what Roost? So is this like a Pokemon fusion generator? I don't get it. Translate. I play Minecraft, not Pokemon. Okay, but it's a fusion of some kind. It is some sort of fusion. It's just a Farfetch'd. That's not a Farfetch'd. That is not what Farfetch'd looks like. That is not what Farfetch'd looks like. Is this disappointing me or denying something? No. No, it's not that interesting. It's just weird. Hello, David Doss. How are you doing tonight? Hope you are doing delightful. Hope you're doing well. There's no way it's like it's gonna be 32 sandwiches of that. There's no way it's that. We had a plan. Make a sandwich, make a sandwich. Oh yeah, did you guys check out today's episode of Kirby and the Forgotten Land? Because it was the, not quite the finale of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, because there was a post-game. There's a very post-game to Kirby and the Forgotten Land. But we beat the main story. Hey, with light goal! Nice, we're gonna make a new light goal. Light goal, let's go to... But yeah, we're gonna be continuing on with the Kirby and the Forgotten Land thing. I enjoy the game. It's fun. I don't know, it was an interesting thing. It was a very interesting ending. Yeah. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. So I decided to reschedule the shiny giveaway to December 30th. Hey, thank you very much, Alpha Pokemon. Thank you very much for the subscribe. Yeah, I decided to reschedule the shiny giveaway to the 30th of December because the week before is going to be the week of Christmas. It's like, okay, no one's going to be doing... Like, no one's going to be online for that, so no one's going to be there. And then, the week before, we're drafting for the EVL, potentially, so I didn't want to be doing that while doing that, so that could be problematic. I was like, okay, we'll go New Year's. We'll do, like, New Year's Eve. We'll do the day before New Year's Eve. So that's that. Because that was, okay, it's still holidays, people are still going to be, you know, doing their stuff and things. That's a better time and place for it. But also, 2 weeks is going to be the 1-year anniversary of Scarlet Violet's release. And with that comes the conclusion of our first year of shiny hunting in Scarlet Violet. and the massive 1 year of shiny hunting compilations. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the previous present 11 shiny reaction compilation videos, and I'm going to stitch them all together with the whatever shiny reactions we get this month into a massive thing. It's gonna, this is 2,000 hours of Scarlet Violet gameplay in all the shinies we got with it. So, it's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be a glorious thing. Because right now, just adding up all of the previous reaction compilation numbers, it is over 500 reactions so far. And that's not including anything we've gotten since October 18th. Which I know we've gotten probably 12 or so minimum. So we are doing very well on our shiny reactions. We're probably gonna break 520 at minimum. I'm sacrificing you to increase my harvest. Harvest of memes. Ring of Fire. One of the greatest towers in all of Monkey King. I love that meme, Mudkip. That is such a good meme. Lotad in a tree. Lotad in a tree. I saw the Lotad in a tree. I just commented on it. Lotad is a very amusing Pokemon. I love it. Like, it's just applicable Pokemon. You can apply it to so many things. When you go Metapod hunting, Metapod Max? Oh my gosh, Mudkip. Like, I hate how clever that is. Because, like, you're not wrong, but also I freaking hate it. You're right, but I hate it. We do need the shiny Metapod family. I don't have anything in the Butterfree family shiny. What be it? What has something to do with humor? I don't know, because humor for me does not exist. Humor is something I fundamentally don't understand. Me and my smooth brain are puns. Which most people don't get puns. Puns are amazing. Puns are the highest form of comedy. I spent a lot of time making that Metapod Max drawing. I don't know, Mudkip. Sounds like something you just grabbed off the internet and plugged into MS Paint. Not sure if I believe you. Not sure how believing I am of you. 5 seconds. I believe that. I can believe that. That math checks out. That is math that does indeed check out. No! Maybe on April Fool's Day. Maybe on April Fool's Day I'll do that. Even that's a maybe. That's a big maybe. It's a big maybe. Come on, load faster. Load faster. I'm honestly surprised I haven't found... like another shine, like a phase on fledgling or something in the meantime. But I don't know. I'm surprised by that. Maybe I'll get one this time. Like, maybe. Which, I mean, I'd be okay with, because then it just goes into the giveaway bin. It just feeds the giveaway bin. which again is more shiny than give away to you guys. Okay, why do you hate the fandom wiki? Is it just because it takes so long to load things? So I've noticed my computer slows down whenever I go to the fandom wiki. That's one of the reasons I just don't use them. Yes, Ash's favorite thing, the Pika Pick. Dang it, I messed up the sandwich. I already put the thing on the bottom. You get more Pika Picks. Ash, we only use Pika Picks whenever we find shinies. It helps me keep track of how many shinies I've gotten in the meantime. Fandom wiki takes just too long to load. Yeah, Bulbapedia is a far more effective thing for most, like, Pokemon stuff, but, like, Cerabee's also better. Are you looking at Balloon's Monkey Wiki, I'm assuming? Say it's a good luck charm. No, Ash, it is not a good luck charm. Also, nice work on Charum. It's not a good luck charm. We've used it every time, and we get less shiny. We make more sandwiches without getting a shiny than we make sandwiches getting shinies. So it is technically on the wrong side of that block. Well, Ash, be slower when you're typing. Don't type so quickly. You know, then you don't skill issue typos. That's a Rosie level mistake right there. That's a Rosie level mistake. You do it, Otto? Otto? Otto Octavius? Octo Octavius? Splatoon moment? I need to go check the Paragon formula, and fandom is the quickest way I know to find it. Makes sense. Math checks out, Mudkip. That math checks out. Alright, go Robo. Go Robo thing. Wipe out all the Happini. Like, do we have a bit Metaphysics spot for I don't think that would exist. But that shouldn't exist. Picanic. Venom Wiki makes me want to kick a Happini. I mean, I already want to kick a Happini. It's a Happini. And I can make it exist. Skynet should not be invented. Anyone who's seen Terminator should know not to trust AI. Like, Terminator, 2001: A Space Odyssey, anyone who's used an Apple thing with anything with Siri. The only good AI that has, like, ever been in anything that I can think of off the top of my head, where the AI hasn't actively tried to, like, sabotage humanity, is Cortana. And even then, Cortana went rampant. So, even then, that's, like, not really. And then you got David in the Alien that made the Alien, you know, what, like, Shiny Happini especially. Blorb, what does no mean? No means no, Blorb. The hell with AI. AI was a mistake. AI was indeed a mistake. Okay, so if we go through 25 encounters in 5 minutes. Alright, so 25 encounters times 5. So 25 encounters in 5 minutes. Okay. So 25 encounters, 5 minutes. So that is... well, it's just 6 minutes. So... that's, what, 5? There's no way it's 5 a minute. We're getting 5 KOs a minute, so... I mean, we should... I don't know. We're working on it. We're working on the shiny. You know what? Let's do one sandwich. I don't go absolute slaughter mode on all of the Happini. We will try to locate the Happini with the Mark 1 eyeball, not with the Mark 7 billion Iron Valiant sword laser of doom. Let's try that once. I forgot how stupid the male DLC. Yep. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the DLC hair. Like, I don't know. Granted, you don't need the hat, which the hat was stupid. But yeah. I'm looking forward to the Indigo Disc outfits, because those look way better. The Indigo Disc outfits just look chef's kiss. That's the thing I'm looking forward to the most, is just being able to not need to wear this thing anymore while still wearing the actual DLC outfit. Alright, so we're gonna be trying to locate Happini just by looking at it. So Happini's shiny. It is distinctly more purple and it is darker color. So we are gonna try to locate it visually. This hair looks good, but the male one looks super slight. Yep, your mouth is basically an appetizer. Yep. Exactly, Omar. How much for your hair? For your hair with the male character? Several hundred, Mudcap. Several hundred. Because the thing is, Nope, no, not attacked. You're not attacked. No, not attacked. Because, like, I actually am getting my hair cut in about a month. So, yeah. No, Ash! I mean, if 3K before the end of the year. 3K before the end of the year, then we are talking. Not stop my wall. So here's the thing, Ash. I can just simply choose not to do it. I can simply choose not to. Don't forget, if you get to 300, you're doing your sleep lock at Gen 5. You're doing your Gen 5 sleep lock. I will absolutely do it. I am the wallet inspector. I need to inspect your wallet. I'm gonna go desk to gain my spark to defend the Pokemon again. I don't think I will ever lose my spark to do competitive Pokemon. That's one of those things that I don't think is ever going away. Yeah, locating the Happini with the Mark 1 eyeball, not really doing too well. So, I just hope that it might go a little bit more effective and faster than the KO hunt. Because, and I need to do the actual math for this one. But even if we don't get the shiny while on stream, I am going to continue the hunt off screen, a lot like what I did yesterday with the the Glaceon shiny hunt. I mean, I want to do that. Yeah. Maybe you'll eventually beat Radical Red Ash. Maybe you will eventually beat it. I can spot a shiny Happiny in UMUS. Does Happiny SOS chain in that game? It's like, I don't know if it does. Yeah. Forehead. Oh, it does. Okay, did not know that. But yeah, we are just looking for Happiny. It's a little tricky to spot though, because like, when it's in the shade, it looks shiny. It's a little tricky, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, or we're gonna break it. Yeah. I mean, I guess the difference is, for this, it's the time saved in not needing to reset the game and make the sandwich again is the saving of time. So that could be helping. You look slightly different, but you're not shiny, right? Yeah, you're not shiny. Yeah, it's significantly... Yeah, it's pink. I mean, it's more pink. It's like, I mean, it's pink, it's less pale. Yeah, it's significantly darker, too, is the thing. But again, in the shade, I can't tell. But yeah, one of my plans for this one was to actually shiny hunt this thing in Legends Arceus. Purely because in Legends Arceus you can actually, like, get the Sparkly Aura. That on Masuda method, but it's like, I don't want a Masuda method for this thing. I do not want to Masuda. Nope, you're pink. Well, you're not pink enough. You do not meet the required pinkness. Like, I can freaking find shiny Igglybuff. I can't find this thing. I have questions. You actual oval stone thing. It can be called in by Pichu also. Interesting. We obviously then have to have a conniption that I'm attacking Pichu. So that's not really a good call. Metapod. I don't know. I disagree with that, Mudkip. I fundamentally disagree with that statement. Ash, I literally just said I wouldn't do that. Calm your pants. Okay, lady? Take a chill pill, which is an ice cube, and just hacking calm. Actually, just calm the heck down. Alright? Would you rather I say, excuse me, princess? Dear friend? Out of the 500 shiny shorts. Out of the 500 shiny hunt shorts, there are 5 of my favorites. What are the 5 favorite ones, Omar? What are the 4 favorites? I need to know the 4 of them. Oh, what was it? The Screamtail, Igglybuff, Jigglypuff, and Jigglypuff 2? We had 2 reactions. We had 2 different, Screamtail reactions. Ash, You are seriously going to believe Mudkip? Like, Ash. Do you trust Mudkip? The person you know, categorically, to do nothing more than screw with people. No, I trist. Meta, are you expecting a lot of stories? I am very much David out, so you have not seen the predictions video. Meta over here yelling at the demon core with a screwdriver. I mean, I have a screwdriver in my room, so yes. I just like yelling at you. This is apparent, Ash. Don't yell, you'll break your mic. No, Meta, I am a phone. You are very mad. My prediction, 0 special attack, IV, roaring moon. That was fun. That was great. Roaring Moon is indeed friend. Roaring Moon is very friend. I'm still happy about that Roaring Moon, just because I'm so... I mean, it's mostly I'm just happy when we got Roaring Moon. We phased just enough on Xylus to finish the Hydreigon family without needing to dedicate more shiny hunts to it. So like, that's what I'm most happy about with that one. I'm not happy we apparently failed a shiny Screamtail because that one didn't want to get in the dang ball. But, I mean, we don't even know if that one in the background was actually a shiny Screamtail. Tommy is a dragon type. To me, Tommy, you got the shiny. That was fantastic. It's like, Omar, you do not abuse mod power. Shiny. The game agreed with the timing out. That was indeed funny. The game agrees. You know, one of my first shorts that ever actually, like, super popped off was the one where I basically yelled at Ash for about saying I'm not spoon-fed and then immediately got the shiny, Sobble. That was one of my best doing shorts. Like, in terms of number of subs gained from a single short, it was like, I think like 7 subs I gained on that one alone. Yeah, I meant to be the one abusing mod powers. That was, Ash, typo, scale issues. Dandori issue. Dandori cannoli. Oh no, Jared sent me something. I'm scared. Jared, the fact that you send me something worries me. Oh yeah, you've already sent that in the general chat a couple of times. Like, I'm not spoon-fed. The fact that I'm still yet to get the shiny Happiny tells you everything you need to know about me not being spoon-fed. Read Screamtail trolling meta. God, that's Screamtail. That's Screamtail. Ugh. That Screamtail literally was the embodiment of you. It was channeling its inner Omarness. Its inner Omarness. Oh my god, cool clothes. See, Ash, here's the thing. I imagine you're just gonna have like a giant spoon, a sharpened spoon mounted on the wall at some point for home defense, and you just swing it around like a freaking axe. And it's like, you just, all the people, it's like, if you got a sword on the wall, okay. You know, okay, person's a little bit of a badass, they got a sword, okay, that's pretty cool. You got a fire on false multiplier. Okay, probably good with that. But then you just see a giant spoon on the wall. And then it's just like, I don't know how to feel about a giant spoon on the wall. That's just unsettling. Just catapult things at people's faces. Just use like a giant thing. For a mana finding shiny eagle left on a tree. That was great. Like, the Igglybuff was just there. And I was dreading that shiny hunt. And I never even had to do it. Remember the one you shiny at Pikachu? Well, see, here's the thing for it. I don't need a shiny at Pikachu yet. I got a plan for that. I got a plan. Yeah, with a shiny. Well, see, here's the thing, Ash. I planned to shiny at Pikachu by doing the KOs on it. But see, someone has an issue with that. Somebody had an issue with that. Someone had an issue with that plan. Not gonna say who had an issue with that plan. All-time favorite, number 5, goes to Meta pulling a picnic on the shiny Nackley. Omar, that is a timeoutable offense right there. That is a very... Now I'm gonna do that. That was a very timeoutable offense right there, Omar. We do not speak of the Nackley. The Nackley does not exist. There were only 3 shiny Nackley. And all of them were successfully caught. There was no Nackley. There was no Nackley in Ba Sing Se. It did not exist. It can never exist, and that is the end of story. No, I didn't, Ash. I think you're just imagining things. I think you're just imagining stuff and things that don't actually exist. You actual Giga Forehead. Actual absolute Giga Forehead. It's messing with your hearing. I don't know what you're going on about. I'm just looking for a shiny Happiny. I'm not Chewbacca. I'm not flying the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo, as awesome as that would be. I'm just looking for a little egg rock carry thing. Rock. Rock'em sock'em robots? If I'd never failed the shiny in front of midnight, I'd have 1 nickel, as bad as a loser. You're not wrong on that, you're not wrong on that, Mudkip. You're not wrong on that. But, at least I only failed it once. I only failed it once. It was only a single failure. Guys, I'm sorry you sent Ash a clip. What did you do, Jared? What did you do? What did you send? Hey, Kels! Oh, it's alright, Kels. YouTube is not good about showing when people are actually live on things. YouTube is very bonked when it comes to things. But how are you doing, We love Togepi here. Togepi is best. Go to the mods, go grab Kelsa's link, please. But how are you doing? You're doing God's work. Jared, what did you do? Jared, what did you do? Oh yeah, that. Okay, that was funny. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that clip. That clip was funny. You know what? I'll allow it, Jared. I'll allow it. Only 12 from 500. Nice, Trainer Kels. You will get to 500 soon. Ash, that was before Skeledirge was even a thing. Like, Ash. I don't think you quite grasp the reality of things. That was before Skeledirge existed. Oh, no. No shinies yet. Happiny is being a little tiny shoe, and it is not appearing at all. But what were you doing today, Kels? How's it been? And again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. And also, join the Discord. Stay connected with all the stuff and things around here. But yeah, if we don't end up getting the shiny, I have no idea what Suika game is. I have no clue what that is. Yeah, if we don't end up getting the shiny live, I'm just gonna continue hunting it off screen because I just want to be done with the shiny, like the thing with the frickin' thingy. I refuse to like unless you stop bullying me. Nice typo there, Ash. Nice typo. Fruit, Tetris. Ah, watermelon game. Suika game is also known as watermelon game. Okay. Thank you for the translation. Thank you for the translation. Watermelon Tetris. It is okay, so it's the watermelon game. Don't know if I'll ever play it. Grrr. 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 Ash, I will stop bullying when you stop having typo skill issues. Suika equal watermelon game in Japanese. Thank you, Jared, for my daily Japanese lesson. But to quote Rick Toffin from Zombies, I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese. We here speak nothing but grade A 100% American. We speak American here. We don't use millimeters. We use freedom fractions. Because the thing is, we're the USA, not the USB. But also, that Togepi pumpkin that you made was just chef's kiss. Trainer Kels, that... Yeah, freedom fractions is not something I came up with. There's a channel I watch that they use freedom... Freedom fractions is one thing that a channel I watch says, and it's just... I absolutely love that, because here's the thing, I used to be a metric user stan. But it's like, oh, no, freedom fractions, that's too funny. It was great. Like, the thing is, I can never do pumpkin carving. Like, I just do not like the pumpkin innards getting on my hands. I don't like it. I don't like the mess cleaning it up after it. I don't like carrying the pumpkin and carving it. So, like, people who do that, mad respect. Absolute respect on that. Though the mic continuously cutting out, Mike was being stupid on that. In America, Bandit Key. Ah, Bandit Key. Never change original season of original Yu-Gi-Oh series. Never change. The mic was sabotage. Sabotage Mike. I had to do a project at school once and make my favorite character out of Mesoguizin pages, and I made Pikachu. Ash, I can't read what you just said. You just see the Exodus get played? I don't follow Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Like, I watch the original series. I don't really keep up with the TCG stuff, because I don't even keep up with Pokemon TCG stuff. Oh, wait, someone played Exodia. I have to hear all about this, Kels. I have to hear about this. Like, mad respect to someone who can pull off Exodia. Some guy played Exodia twice? Dude! Like, at that point, just everyone just forfeit instantly. Also, so, do you guys know the reason why Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck limits exist? Why there's a limit to the number of cards you can have in a deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's because before that rule existed, there was some enterprising pair of jackwagons that brought a deck that was so massive and full of shuffle cards. Their entire plan to win was just annoy the other person into forfeiting. Mission, yes, exactly, Mission Impossible. It's like, it's such a dick move. But at the same time, you have to respect the thought from, like, we're just gonna win by annoying people. And it's like, Michigan. No, Ash, not Michigan. We are New York, not Michigan. Got it twice. Like, getting Yu-Gi-Oh, getting Exodia once in Yu-Gi-Oh is like hitting the freaking jackpot in like the Powerball, whatever it is. Yeah, I know. Mission is German for shuffle. That I did know. I forgot the name of what the actual deck was, but I knew it was like shuffle something. Shuffle. It's like, again, the big brain. Because again, if you can't beat them, you gotta beat them with the rules. Because I remember Chugga, because I'm a big fan of Chugga Conroy. I remember he said when he used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, he would make a deck, and then in the deck, there was a card that allowed him to, like, pick a card in your hand, and if that card in your hand was, like, a specific type of, it was like a trap card or something, or whatever it was, something would happen, and he would just do that every single turn, and then when they would, like, you know, shift the cards around in their hand, because apparently in Yu-Gi-Oh, shifting the cards around in your hand, like, if you have, like, you know, 4 cards in your hand, you can't, like, okay, move this one over to this side and this side over to this side. You can't do that. And then he would, like, against the rules. And it's like he would get people that way, and it was like, oh, it's such a dick move, but also, you like, it's clever, because, like, again, he's not playing badly. Wait, is that a shiny? Damn it, it's a shiny! But it was like, that's clever. Yeah, we are a big fan of Chugga. Yeah, because again, like, it's winning with a, like, hard meta play deck is one thing, but it is another thing to win by, like, exploiting psychology of your enemy. That's a very, very dick move, and I love it. I mean, again, like, it's Chugga's, like, just a nice guy. Like, it's a very you move, Mudkip. Doesn't matter what it's like you to do. You know, like, it's... There's a difference between, like, winning because you, like, absolutely, like, knock... Like, you just, like, go in and you just, like, clean knock them out. But then there's another thing where it's, like, you basically mind game someone into losing themselves. Whereas, like, EBL championship match against Pidge. It was like, when I got the clear smog, when I clear smogged the Zamazenta after it received the Dragon Dance Baton Pass from Mew, it was like, I think that was such a demoralizing move. It was like, oh, panic, panic, panic. I was Pot of Greed was like, let me stab you in the pancreas. I don't think that's how Pot of Greed works, Mudkip. I don't think that's how the card works. But yeah, I was like, I mean, then again, later in the match, he did get me with that counter Mudsdale and did take out my Zacian. So, like, he did good. No one knows what Pot of Greed does. You're also not incorrect on that. No one doesn't know what Pot of Greed does. Like, whoever made that video of just stringing together every activation of Pot of Greed is just... The dedication to that is just chef's kiss. Monkey Man. Hello there, Viking. How are you doing? Like, I love, like, half of them are Kaiba. It's always Kaiba. It's always Kaiba. I do like Kaiba as a character. Like, for me, in things like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh!, like, I love it when the rival character, like, they are shown, like, practicing. They're trying to get better. They are actively improving. That's why I don't like protagonists, like, slack off and do nothing. Like, that's why my least favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Series is actually Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I hate Jaden. I hate that he is such a lazy bum. Like, he's just that good. But he does just crap all nothing. Heroes of all the Godzilla movies. Ooh. That's a hard thing to do. When Michael Jones playing TCG and getting hit with turn 1 Exodia. Oh! I think, is that the one where, like, the AI gets, like, Pot of Greed, and turn 1 they draw Exodia and they just instantly win him? It was during the middle of a video review? Or is that a different one? Because I think I've seen that exact clip. Like, I saw the video of someone was, like, doing a video review of, like, one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. And the AI turn 1 gets Exodia. And it's just like, how, like, only the AI could ever get that. Only the AI getting turned 1 Exodia. Like, at that point, what do you just do? At that point, it's just game over for you. You can't come back from that. Like, you mentally cannot recover from that. That is emotional damage. Also, Mudkip, screw you. You got me hooked on Nile Red. Like, I have been just watching Nile Red videos all day, and I hate it. Getting Magikarp versus Primal Groudon turn 1. Oh, get wrecked. You sell your soul and you work at Papa John's to pay back your debt. I think my cousin actually does work at a Papa John's. God, Primal Groudon, that thing gives me flashbacks. I'm beyond happy Primal Groudon no longer exists. I actually forgot to actually refresh the sandwich. Oh, because the Mark 1 eyeball is actually, like, not failing us, it seems. Wait, I think this is the exact clip I know. Yep, I've seen this clip. Yep. I've seen that exact clip, Jared. It's so good. There's a parody channel of Nile Red that uses deepfakes called Nile Green, or it might be just green. When did DLC release for the Pokemon Scarlet Violet in winter, but says that mean November. When is next DLC for Pokemon Scarlet Violet? No, it's coming out in December. Like, it is releasing in December. Isn't Nile Green actually a fan using now with AI voice? That sounds hilarious, and I love it. That sounds like a hilarious thing. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, after all. Viking, they already released the date. They already released what the date is. That means you have not seen our DLC prediction video. Because we go over the release date in that. Would recommend checking out our DLC predictions video. Because we do cover the release date in that. And green bell pepper. And 1, 2, 3. And saying Rooster Teeth reminded me of the indie podcast I was listening to. Red making a bismuth knife. I was watching the one he was doing of, like, bulletproof wood yesterday, and it's like, watching that press just, like, frickin' squeeze wood and just turn it into, like, frickin', like, a board, like, that thin was like, oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Like, I enjoy watching those videos because, like, they're very nerdy, but also freaking heck. You can see the video on the video box feed. Box feed only Metroid videos. Weird. I recommend checking out the DLC predictions video. Oh, LeChonk! I said we were going to phase, and we phased on freaking LeChonk. I hate this thing. This is LeChonk number 9. The worst part is I actually did have bacon for breakfast. Maybe bromine there. Stop missing! Stop missing! You're holding the wide lens! Oh my gosh! You are holding the wide lens! How are you missing? Freaking finally! We're totally broke his floor. Now this is the only dude that makes me willing to watch 15 minutes of chemical reactions. Like, my favorite is, like, we're gonna turn this plastic glove into grape soda. We're gonna... I'm pretty sure it's 65% accurate. It's like, we're gonna make... We're gonna turn paint thinner into cherry soda. Like, that is great. I am gonna turn paint thinner into cherry soda. I hated chemistry, but he actually made it be able to watch. Hold on, Matt. I understand the power tool racing thing. Power Tool Racing? I'm sorry, what? I'm pretty sure it's like 65 or something. Oh no, it's 60. I mean, even still, 4 usages, 1 hit. Okay. That is not how stats work. I love if they're already tasted good. I have several questions, Cerulege. I have several questions. So you watch after the stream. Alright. It'll give me something to watch as I just suffer through shiny hunting Happiny. We are already significantly over odds on this actual thing. Almost 2 hours of this shiny hunt. We are over odds. And all we gotta show for it is a stupid ball of bacon. BRB, my dad forgot to write down the password on his laptop. And now it's my problem. That almost raced that over shiny Fletchling! That is the 4th shiny I've almost reset over! Now, maybe this is the lucky sandwich we finally get the frickin' Happiny on. Dandori issue. Dandori issue. This is how I get mad at a watch and Wasp saying Power Tool Racing. I'm not spoon-fed, Roos! I am mega over odds on freaking this shiny hunt. This is not over odds. This is not spoon-fed. This is like anti-spoon-fed. This is like the exact opposite definition of spoon-fed. Now, Mark. Happiny, I hate you. Just got bacon, now it's time for some duck. No, it's a chicken. It's fried chicken. Bacon and... I mean, we did have bacon-wrapped chicken earlier this week. It's delicious. Screw, damn, I was gonna say that joke. Pork-fed. Hospital trip called chicken meat again. It is I'd say it counts. It's exempt from Lent. Like, it's not exempt from Lent like fish is. You're not allowed to eat meat during Lent. So it's like, its inclusion there, I would say, qualifies it as meat. Nafy isn't here, so it's duck meat. I'm screenshotting that. Crab smoking crack, I'm tempted to buy it. I am not giving you $50, Mudkip. I'm not giving you $50. Like, if you want $50 to buy a shirt like that, don't be a member on Sly's streams. He doesn't watch JoJo. Your member powers cannot influence him to watch JoJo. Put a button-up shirt of crabs. No! No, Mudkip, your addiction needs to end. You need an intervention. I don't care about the classification as chicken is meat. In this scenario, fledgling is more duck than chicken due to the fact that fledgling can fly. Can chickens not fly? Like, could chickens never fly? Have chickens always been flightless, or are they, like, selectively bred to be flightless? I'm not a chickenologist. Like, I know turkeys could fly. Just look at it! Yeah, I saw a Mudkip. Like, it's certainly something. Chickens have their wings clipped as is. They need to get their feathers removed. That's terrifying. So chickens can fly, but not endless flight like most birds. They can hop fences or fly short distances. That's flight! I would consider that like, if the Wright brothers flying was considered flying, I would consider semi-powered gliding flight. 2 shinies. 2 shinies. It's falling with style. For a brick, he flew pretty good. 2 shinies, a fledgling, and a Lechonk. It's falling with style. I actually used to have one of those Buzz Lightyear toys. My brother and I each had a Buzz Lightyear. Falling with style. Forehead, I'm not spoon-fed. Chickens are the most commonly can fly, but due to genetic modification, they were bred not to fly. I knew it! I knew chickens could fly! They're just made not to. Stop that. Stop that. Ah. No! No, Mudkip! No! I would throw the father from Chicken Little into a fryer. Penguins are amusing. Penguins are very, very amusing creatures. I like them. Penguins amuse me good. You do not shake your head at me, Happini. I just want a shiny of you. Like, you and your little eggheads need to sparkle. Tenier's Tenier, and Mark is still convinced that chicken is not a bird and that chicken sandwich is incorrect. It's actually called chicken. No! There's no way that's a real thing. No. No, 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 no. There is no way Mark does not know chicken is a bird. I don't believe you. No, it's worse than that, Mudkip. I struggle to imagine that. No. Honestly, that's a close competition. Like, originally he didn't realize, now he thinks I say as a joke because he knows it pisses me off. Oh my god. Mark! Mark! Oh my gosh. I'm not a Mark thinks chicken, not birds. I mean, he thinks through his stomach, not his head. Mark thinks. Like, oh my gosh, Mark! No! No! I gave you more credit than that, Mark! No! That chicken burger. No, 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 no. No, no. No, 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 no. Genuine, ask Justin Volcanic Lua, ask Mark himself. This happens. There is no possible way this can be a thing. I refuse to believe this is possible. Dude, chicken burger actually slaps. That seems fried and most irrelevant to me. Okay, but here's the thing. He doesn't think that chicken is a bird. That is the crux of the thing here, J-Rad. He doesn't realize that chicken is a bird. Like, has he not compared what a roast chicken looks like compared to, like, a roast turkey? It's the same thing, just bigger! How? Wait, that one looks slightly darker. That one looks slightly darker. Is that a shiny? You're not a shiny, are you? You're not. You know it's just a shade. Damn it, it was a shiny! You ever Nashville hot chicken? I have never been to Nashville. You brought up bats as an argument? Oh my gosh, Mark! Mark! You cause us physical pain! So Max, if there's a water-type star that's a monkey, would that be your choice? It would depend on what the other starters are. Like, for me, my choice of starter is generally relative to the others. I'm wrong, but I think the bird can fly, so chicken is a bird. Ostriches can't fly! Does he not think they're birds? The thing is, the Grookey one is just by default. It's process of elimination. I love all three of the Sinnoh starters. It's the final form that, like, the utility of the final form and, like, the usage of the game that kind of decides it. He brought up penguins. Oh my gosh. I mean, to be fair, penguins are an anomaly. Penguins are weird. They're just an abnormality. I mean, penguins are awesome, but they're weird. Lecky's just long Patrick Starringfish, and that's all neck, no body. I think you mean all body, no neck, Ash. I think you reversed your sentence right there, forehead. Penguins fly underwater. I mean, technically, water and air are fluids. Mechanically, they operate the same way. Flying and swimming are the same thing. It just matters the density. So that math does check out there, Alex. That is good mathing right there. Doesn't count. I fly underwater then, every human can fly underwater with that. Exactly, that's the logic I'm using. I mean, it's float. I mean, exactly. Like, floating is just flying. It just depends on density. Like, it's a density problem. Michael Phelps is a frickin' bird of prey by that logic. You know those pieces of penguins that live in the Galapagos Islands try to take later? I did not know that! I think I can fly 5k meters in the air once. That's a cannon, Mudkip. That's how a cannon works. Rocket-propelled Mudkip. That's terrifying. Rocket Booster Mudkip. I am growing to hate Happiny. Before I was indifferent to you. Now I actually hate you, Happiny. This is an actual, like, passionate hate. Skydiving? I can do it multiple times. I will never go skydiving. I hate going in planes as is. I do not. I'm not gonna Masuda breed. It would take longer to Masuda breed than this. Like, I am going to continue hunting this thing after stream ends. Like, I'm gonna continue this. Gonna Beluga way off skydiving. Yeah. Belugas are terrifying. Orcas are terrifying. Like, I'm going to just hunt this thing off screen. I'll do what I did for a brute force it like I did with the frickin' Glaceon. The only way someone gets me skydiving is by threatening to shoot me, and I think it'd be more likely to survive with the bullet. Yeah. I would never go... Like, for me, I just don't like flying. It's a fear of heights thing. I don't like being off the ground. Like, I don't like being off the ground in a freaking flying aluminum tube. I do not like roller coasters. I hate the weightless feeling. I will never understand people. I am like I'm like the most not adrenaline junkie person at all. This guy I've met off forest, I would rather do that. I would rather play Among Us for 12 hours with Rosie than go skydiving. Like, and Among Us is like my one thing that I don't break. It's like one of my one rules I don't break. Like, I do not. I went to one of the biggest theme parks in the world. Rode 2 roller coasters, a gondola, and everyone's pack mule. And a gondola. Everyone's pack mule holding people's phones. Honestly, Roost, smart call. That's what I would do. Also, they're ostrich kangaroo jerky. I'm assuming this was in Australia. I have to imagine this was Australia land. I imagine the Australians would design some terrifying roller coasters. They're Australian. Would they play with ROM hack with fan games? Not a roller coaster. Depends on the roller coaster. It would depend greatly on the roller coaster, but I'm leaning fan game. I don't like roller coasters. New York, really? Where the hell would you get ostrich jerky in New York? There'd be neither Australia or New Mexico. Why New Mexico? Why the specifics of New Mexico? Probably important. Well, yeah, but again, it's New York. New York sucks. I should know. I live here. 50 out of 50, worst state. Weird shit goes on in New... I mean, it is where the aliens are. You do have Roswell down there. You could probably build some funky roller coasters with that alien tech. Yes, worse than Alabama. Yes, worse than Alabama. Okay, maybe not worse than California. Maybe not worse than California. Because, I mean, at least, like, I mean, you got high taxes here in New York. But, like, in California, you've also got high taxes. But everything is also on fire. I'd say New Jersey's better. Like, you don't have, like, the bloody murder taxes in New Jersey. Hey, you leave New Jersey alone. Could be wrong about it. I don't remember the actual theme park name. We just wanted to use it to Canada. We stopped in Buffalo and went to park. That would be New York State. Yes, that would be New York. At the very least, you were in the not bad half of New York. I mean, I say not bad half. I mean, like, basically anything north of New York City is actually slightly tolerable. Yes! Like, Jared, I would entirely be behind trading California for Japan. Broken bank accounts. A post game with it. A heater. That's not fun. Digimon story. I think. One of the worst days of Canada trip. That does not sound fun. We trade California for Japan. I mean, hey, formerly U.S. would have, you know, Godzilla be like a national icon for us. We'd have Pokemon as an actual, like, national pastime. Honestly, I'd be okay with it. Tried one elbow macaroni for another elbow macaroni. Best day getting to Canada. Is having a Kinder Egg illegally. Alright, you can't get Kinder Eggs in the US. I forgot about that. Like, apparently every year, there's like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Kinder Eggs smuggled into the US. Like, there is a black market for Kinder Eggs chocolate in the US, and I find that hilarious. Canada can get really hot in the summer. That math checks out. That math checks out. I'm going to plant a Galaxy Note in your brother's room. That's a good idea, that's funny. Why though? The reason why is because it has to do with, like, labeling things. Basically, it's bureaucracy is the reason why, Anakin. It's the destroyer of all things, bureaucracy. Because they won't list what the toy or, like, whatever the thing inside the Kinder Eggs is on the packaging. So, because of, like, food regulation things, they cannot be sold here. They have bad vehicles of death. Yeah, I remember Fact Fiend made a whole video about it. Which I'm gonna go rewatch that one at some point. Alright, I think we're calling it a night here. I think we're calling it a night. I'm gonna continue shiny hunting this absolute stupid egg on my own time because I freaking hate this thing and I want to be rid of shiny Happini hunting. So we're gonna end off. Once again, if you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'm tomorrow, just out of pure spite, I am gonna have scrambled eggs for breakfast just to spite this thing. Hold up, I'm an idiot. It was Ohio, not New York. We were going. We had to go to New York to get to Canada. You know what, Ohio? That math checks out entirely. I mean, New York still sucks, but Ohio makes sense at least. That math checks out. That square has been circled. Hold up, I am an idiot. It was Ohio. You're never safe from Ohio. Invasion is always imminent. Ohio and New Mexico, the capital of weird shit. I mean, again, New Mexico, you got Roswell. You got them aliens. You got them Roswell aliens. Ohio. A guy who went to Ohio. Why would they? I mean, why would you flee to Ohio? That's just a worst case. Like, you just end up with worse. Ohio. Kangaroo jerky sounds illegal. Hate Texas. Hate. Why do you hate Texas? Everyone's so nice in Texas. They're so nice. They're so nice down there. It's Benedict, I like it. If it weren't for the tornadoes when I get older, I would like to move to Texas. As long as there's a place in Texas where there's no tornadoes, I think I can vibe. All roost X's. You know what? I can see that. I hate Texas for their pure stupidity, but I hate Missouri more. Roost, I have so many questions! I've heard it said before that Texas loves Texas like Kanye loves Kanye. I don't understand that, Jared! I don't understand. I don't follow. If anyone here lives in Missouri, you should leave that. It sucks. You know, it sucks in 40 other states. Only 2 are worse than Missouri. Yeah, I mean... Well, we're gonna end off. We are ending here. We're gonna go find a person to raid. Thank you all for tuning in, you wonderful people. Who do we raid? Who do we raid? Ooh, Trash Can Man is... Let's go raid Trash Can Man. He is shiny hunting for Dialga right now. And as you know, I am a big fan of Dialga. So let's go raid a Trash Can Man. Have a nice day, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.